Howdy folks, it's Tall Turtle here and welcome back to Microsoft Flight Simulator. Today we have a long haul for me we're going to do because I have time. So it's going to be very simple. We are going to follow Formula One and go from Austin to Mexico City, because as I record this, the Formula One people are likely literally on their own airplanes going from Austin to Mexico City for the Mexico Formula One coming up. And now as you watch this, the Formula One season is actually probably done, but as I record this, they're traveling from USA to Austin. So let's see here. Let's do all this part together. We normally don't do all of this together. Let's just do the longitude right here. I never do the CJ4 because I cannot read the gauges. I cannot read anything. It's too tiny for my eyes, so I can never fly that plane. But I love the Longitude. I know it well. It's my favorite airplane, even though I generally prefer GA. The Longitude is my favorite aircraft. Let's pick a livery. And there's something that looks fun from Mexico. Let's see. I think we'll just keep the... Let's do green today. No, green would be for Brazil. Let's do... I don't know. Blue. Let's just do blue. And we'll do the rest of the stuff in the sim. So let's close that up. Flight conditions. I always turn off other players just because... I mean, it's fun to see other players sometimes, but it can really bog down your computer, even though I have, at the time I bought it, it was the second best configuration you could get. It's like 2 years old now, but I can handle it. I just don't like it. I prefer to do live players when we're flying in like rural areas, just to see if anybody else is around. But from Austin to Mexico, there'd be hundreds of people anyway, and I just can't handle that. So people are off. Live traffic, of course, that way ATC is super fun. And live weather. And is it really live time? Let me look. No, it's late morning here in Minneapolis, so it would be daylight. whatever We'll just keep it like this. Okay, so let's see what we're going to do. We're going to go from Austin, but we don't know the weather quite yet. Let's pick a place to start. Let's just start. Yeah, there's little jets here. Let's start here. And 110 knots, so they're probably going to have us start on one of these runways, right? Yeah. So that should be a pretty close taxi regardless of which way they go. We will use taxi ribbon, but we have to turn it on every single time. I mentioned that in a previous video, that if you want to use a taxi ribbon, for some reason it turns off whenever you start the sim. I don't understand why. You have to turn it on every time. Looks like it's cloudy right now. When we landed in Austin, it was cloudy. It makes for beautiful scenery with the clouds, but it'd be kind of nice to not see clouds on the long haul. I mean, if we have clouds the entire long haul, we have clouds the entire long haul, but maybe, I mean, there's clouds here too. It'd be nice to see the mountains, but we might be covered. Anyway, we're going to land in Mexico City. We'll just put this as arrival, and we'll let the sim decide how we're going to land. Now, okay, 90 degrees. Okay, so if wind is 90 degrees, they're probably going to have us land on runway 5 left or right, which is going to be interesting because if you don't know, Mexico City's like in this bowl with really big mountains around it. So I'm really curious what the approach is going to be. They might be like, go down to 4,000 feet, but these mountains are taller than that. So ATC might get mad if we cannot follow their instructions. Or do you just come along here and make a sharp turn? I don't know. We have landed in Mexico City in X-Plane, and it was incredibly gorgeous. So I cannot wait to see what it looks like in Microsoft Flight Simulator. The difference with X-Plane is when I landed there, I had a smaller aircraft and I could do whatever I wanted because I wasn't using ATC. So we will have to see. And here's a Formula One track from Mexico City right next to the airport, just like Austin. Isn't that cool? Look at that. It's right next to the airport. So we might be able to see it as we approach, depending if we have time to look around. Anywho, yeah, this is going to be an interesting approach. I'm excited to see what it's going to do for us and how much we have to tweak it ourselves. So even though ATC tells you what to do, it's up to you to be safe, just like real life. You can override ATC if it's for safety. We might have to do that in the sim. So departing, we'll let them do our departure. I guess I need to set this first. There we go. I'll let them do the departure. Arrival will do direct, and we'll let ATC tell us our approach. It's only an hour and a half. I thought it was going to be 3 hours. That's cool. Anyway, we'll have ATC tell us our approach, and we'll put it in the airplane. Remember how to do that. And we will see how this goes. Navlog, not going to worry about it. Really, we're going to go to 44,000 feet? I don't want to go to 44,000 feet. Let's go to 39,000 feet. Does that stay? It does. Is it actually going to let us do that? We will find out. Alright, I have my checklist ready to go. I have it on paper now. I mean on my computer instead of paper. I'm on the monitor because I record with screen capture now instead of tagged. And it says saved with SPC. Okay. Okay, I think that's it. I'm just double checking my work. We got live everything except real people. Real traffic though. Our airport, high altitude, our departure, our arrival. We'll have ATC tell us in sim. And yeah, that's not real time. My real time never is right. And that's not UTC. That's like what it's supposed to be in Austin right now, but whatever. Okay, enough jibber jabber. Let's get flying. Alright, first thing we do is hop out here and, ooh, that looks nice. And check out, let me get some screenshots here. Check out the scenery in Austin. Alright, sunrise. Very cool. This is how I wanted it to be. There's the sun rising up over the water, I guess. And downtown Austin is over here. Can't make it out on the clouds, but it's there, I promise. And there we go. Alright, beautiful, beautiful scenery. Look at that control tower. Oh, that's so cool. As many of you know, as all of you probably know by now, oh my gosh, it doesn't have auto flashlight right now. I try to appreciate every moment of flight sim, not just flying, not just landing, but everything from the ground to starting the aircraft, all the operations, everything in between, and then landing and shutting down. I love it all. First thing we're going to do is come down here and get some external power going so we can turn on some lights and see if I need my flashlight or not. If I come down here, we can turn on a map light somewhere. Let's do that one. That helps quite a bit. Okay, we don't need our flashlight then. I do want to turn down my main system lights though. In order to do that, you go to Aircraft Systems, Lighting Master, and turn it down just to take that edge off. Alright, cool. Alrighty, let's see here. I don't have any volume. My personal volume's completely off for some reason. Weird. Now it's up. Whoa, that was loud. I jumped a little bit. Alright, what we're going to do, we're going to come out here and confirm our rudders. Yes, they work, because sometimes my clip comes out of my box. I also want to make sure we turn on the taxi ribbon, because I believe it see, it turns off every single time I load the sim. It never stays. That's interesting. Yeah, okay, resume. Simple enough. Alright, so what's next? Parking brake set, it should be, where we're going to reset it anyway. It's this lever right there, and then it's going to beep at us, and we have to tell it we know that. Thank you. External power on. I already did that so I could see. Tail flood on. Is there really a tail flood out here? No, it doesn't really light up. I don't think it did. But it's on, according to this. Emergency lights up to arm, which is all the way up. Panel flood lights, already did that so I could see. Oh, that does work in this airplane. It's the aux that doesn't work. Oh, sweet. That helps. Oh, then we don't need the flashlight ever. Turn that down a little bit. Not that one. Not you. You. Click spots are tough. Okay, that's better. That's way better. Do they get brighter? Yeah, of course they do. Alright, awesome. We'll go one click, I think. Maybe two. Because I can. There we go. That's awesome. Huh. I should probably learn my aircraft lighting before I fly at night. Nice. Okay, let's see here. Fuel and passengers. Yep, we will do that right now. First of all, I don't know how much fuel we need because we flew about an hour last time and 50% was way more than enough. It says about 2 hours, but we're going more than that. So let's get loaded up here. Oh, a huge cat just walked by my window outside. That's not my cat. I think all my cats are inside. I have my CCT system, my cameras. like a display right above my computer monitor, so I can see around my house. It looks super weird in my office. I should give an office tour. I'd have to blank too much stuff out though. Anyway, doesn't matter. Here I am. I actually did weigh myself this morning. I'm 208. Let's bring my good friend is going to fly with us as the co-pilot. My wife will join us, and his wife will join us. I'm not exaggerating. She's literally 80 pounds. She's 5'2" and size 000. Yeah, she's probably not even 80 pounds, but whatever. Alrighty, here we go. Come down here, do some batteries so we can do some stuff. And generator switches on. That's over here. What else? APU start. Now I did do some research. I'll talk to you in a second here once I... Okay, so remember in the previous time we've flown this plane, we get the max diff mode up here and it stays up all the time. Now I have conflicting research. Something I looked up said is actually the cabin pressure that's doing that. And then other people say it's the APU bleed switch. So if you turn your APU bleed on, even if you're not using it, the max diff mode will go away. But then other people say no, it doesn't, because it has to do with air pressure in the cabin. So I don't know. I don't know what that really means. You'll see it pop up and we'll screw with it a little bit so you can get it to go away. Otherwise, APU is already at 100 because I'm so busy blabbing. APU generator, nope, bleed goes to normal. Yeah, see, on its own. But see, it's normal now, and max diff isn't up. So if we go to off, max diff. Okay, see, max diff mode came on when it was off. If it's normal, it goes away. Okay, so that person said that whatever they said is correct. Now, is it supposed to be related to APU bleed, or is that a bug? And it's supposed to be related to cabin pressure. You know, it's the internet. Everything you read on the internet is true. So who knows? Who knows what it's supposed to be? But if it pops up, I'll look at it again, make sure it goes back down to normal. Otherwise, come up to here and let's do APU generator on. There we go. And external power off and everything should stay on, and it does. Alrighty, let's get started here. Let's start the engine. So power levels idle, they are. We need to do the boost pump open and normal, which is a change from when I used to fly this a long time ago. Pulse light on because we're about to start some motors, some engines. We'll come over here. We'll overgo here. We'll turn these on to run, and then we'll hit the right engine starter, and it should start up, and it is. So we will let that run up and stabilize for a moment while I get a sip of water. Alright, everything is stable and everything, and I had something really funny to say as I was waiting for this, and I totally forgot what it was. So I have no idea what I was going to tell you. I was going to tell you all something. Let's see. Confirm rise and repeat for left engine. So we'll come down here and do the left engine. And then once that stabilizes, we'll turn the starters off. And maybe I'll remember what I was going to say while this is... Oh, I remember what I was going to say. So when I make like a Minecraft video, the max, they go like 28 minutes. Sometimes short ones like 20 minutes. And here I am 20 minutes into recording prior to editing some stuff down. And we're not even getting the plane halfway started. Isn't that just kind of funny how time goes fast, but then this would almost be a complete Minecraft video, even though we're like 35% getting going. Interesting. Anyway, let's fight through the hiccups. That is about to, whatchamacallit, it's about to level off, and then we'll go down and turn off our ignitions, because what I realize and what I've been learning here, I'm just waiting for it to be super stable, is you have to turn off those buttons once it's done. There we go. So we come down here and we actually push these to turn them off, and you can tell because then they go away here, but they stay running. So I don't know if you're supposed to do that, but that's what we have to do. Alrighty, let's see here. In fact, I don't even have that in my checklist. I just know to do it. Alright, I should probably add it to my checklist though. Let's see. Engine start to confirm, repeat. Boost pumps to normal now, which doesn't fit, so... Whoops. I think I just turned off my motors. And I just killed my engines. Oh, they came back up. Okay, good. Because they turned off the fuel. I was supposed to turn off the boost pumps instead of turn off the fuel. It's hard to see, and my eyes are getting bad. Alright, let's see here. Normal APU generator off now. Oh my gosh. Come on. It can be smoother than this. Turn that where are you? Click spots are so difficult. The up one is there. Jeez. That goes off, and then that's still normal, and max diff is off. So I don't know why sometimes max diff is off. I don't know. We'll see here when we do AP. Oh, my checklist says to turn APU bleed off. That's why. But then we get that thing. So I think I'll update my checklist to leave that on. I mean, it would make sense to have it off because we're not using APU. We don't need to bleed. We don't. Does this stuff work? No. We don't need. Well, that works though. Well, that's just the temperature. That's not pressure. That's the pressure. Doesn't work. Cabin. Yeah, none of this works. None of this works. Okay. So, why wouldn't you turn it off, right? APU. If you look at the diagram, why would we bleed to APU if we're not using it? But then this turns off. I think both those people are right. I think the person is right saying you need this on normal if you want this to go away, because that's how this airplane is set up. But I think the other person is correct in that it should have nothing to do with this. It's supposed to have to do with pressurization, but the way this airplane is coded, it's wrong. That's what I'm thinking. So, I don't know. Let's keep this to normal and see if it interrupts our aircraft. If it doesn't interrupt our aircraft, I'll change my checklist to keep that to normal so it goes away up here. Interesting. More research required. And of course, feel free to leave your own comments and thoughts on that below, and I'll take it in consideration. Alrighty, let's get moving here. We're taking a while to get this going. Icing as needed. Icing is... Whoop! I forgot I changed my preset. Icing is over here. We will use it even though the OAT is above freezing, I believe. I just like these icing. There we go. Come over here and tell it it's okay. That inertia separator's on. Let's see here. Icing set wind. Oh yeah, my PFD, primary flight display settings. Where are you? They're right here. I love turning wind on to number 3. And there we go. Speed bugs. Where are you? There you are. All on. Let's see. Okay. We are ready for our ATIS to see what's going to happen here. We'll set our barometers. It tells us tune ATIS. Here we go.
Austin Airport information, Whiskey 1300 Zulu. Wind 107 at 10. Visibility 10 in heavy rain. Sky condition, ceiling 1,700 feet overcast. Temperature 18. Dew point 10. Altimeter 29.85. ILS runway 18 right and ILS runway 18 left in use. Landing and departing runway 18 right and runway 18 left. VFR aircraft say direction of flight. All aircraft read back hold short instructions. Advise controller on initial contact you have whiskey.
Alrighty, set the barometer. Let's tune Austin. Clearance. Yeah, let's get our clearance.
Austin clearance delivery Turtle Soup, Tango 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 41 IFR, to Mexico City ready to copy.
Turtle Soup Tango 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 41 is cleared to Mexico City Airport as filed. Takeoff runway 18 right climb and maintain 10,000 feet. Departure frequency is 119.0 squawk 2475.
Turtle Soup Tango 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 41 cleared to Mexico City Airport as filed. Takeoff runway 18 right climb and maintain 10,000 feet. Departure on 119.0 squawk 2475.
Turtle Soup Tango 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 41 read back correct. Contact ground on 121.9. Good day.
Alright, I don't know if he knows what I was doing, but I finally figured out how to do hundreds on here. You push it, and then you can do hundreds. And then you push it again, you can go back to thousands. But now we're going to be at 10,800. So let me fix this to 10,000. Look on the far left of your screen. There we go. That's how you do it. Okay, cool. So they gave us everything we needed to know. We are going to climb out. We're going to do 18 right, which is the nearer runway, which is good. Easier to get to. and then we will climb to 10,000 feet right off, and then we will go up to whatever flight level they want us to later. So there we go, flight plan, where we talked about the flight plan on the start screen, so you don't have to go over it again. The only part is we will put our approach and stuff into the procedure when it's given to us. Oh, does this actually work? Holy cow. This works now. Look at that. Oh, there's going to be some severe weather. Ooh, fun. Might not bother us though, but let's keep that on, even though that might be hard on my eyes. What other new features do they have in here? I'm not going to worry about it right now, but interesting. Oh, wait, whoa. You can do different options. Well, that's freaking cool. Huh. That is awesome. Can I zoom that out a little bit more? Where's my little click spot? It's so tiny. No, that. Oh, come on. These click spots are so tiny. Alright, anywho, let's see. I'm kind of getting out of order here. Oh, yeah, we're going to get our autopilot set up. So let's do nav source first of all. We want GPS. There we go. Flight director, where are you? You're over here. We're going to use nav, which is GPS. We're going to climb at a crazy... Well, if I can find my click spot. Let's do a crazy 1,800 feet per minute. Because we can. There we go. And we will do autopilot right away on this one, I think. Because we're going to be departing in the direction of our GPS. So we're just going to get in the air, gear up, autopilot. Boom. Just like real life. Alrighty. Well, it depends on the company you work for. Some people, we do autopilot within 15 seconds, 5 seconds, can't remember. Other companies, you have to get to altitude. Anywho, alrighty, we got everything going. Autopilot set up, blah, blah, blah. Okay, here we go. Let's get ready to taxi. Finally, half an hour into the video. Anti-collision on, recog on, taxi lights on, flaps down 1 notch. And we are ready to taxi. Let's get our taxi clearance. Ground and taxi IFR.
Austin, ground turtle soup, Tango 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 41, with whiskey ready to taxi IFR.
Turtle Soup Tango 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 41 taxi 2 and hold short of runway 18 right via taxiway Sierra Charlie. Contact tower on 118.225 when ready.
Taxiing hold short runway 18 right via taxiway Sierra Charlie, Turtle Soup Tango 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 41.
Alright, I see our taxi ribbon over there. Ooh, it's raining now. Cool. So what we're going to do is we are going to not back up. We're going to take off parking brake and start going through here. Well, where are my rudders? I didn't set my rudders under my feet. Oh my gosh. Okay, look out. Ooh, just took out something in that truck. But I'm not going to like ask for a pushback or reverse or anything. We're just going to go like this. Come on. Let's get going here. You got to be careful because it gets away from you. So that's something else about this airplane you really got to be careful about. If you're not used to it, is it's very fast. And if you are hand flying in the beginning or at any time, it can get away from you.
Turtle Soup Tango
What?
Tango Tango 41. Hold position, caution, other traffic.
Oh, I'm trying to. I just turned our reverses on accident. I used the wrong button. I used
Hold
my
position, Turtle Soup Tango 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 41.
I used my reverser buttons and my brakes. I didn't do parking brake though. No. What am I holding position for? Oh, that little tiny airplane that was going to come this way, and now they're turning around. See that over there? Whoa. That's not what I meant. Whatever. I'm using a different camera than I thought. That one. Are you going to move? We have somewhere to be. Come on. There's a break in the cloud. Can I please go now? What? Okay, I'm not... No. I'm not going to sit and wait for him to do donuts. Look at him. He's doing donuts. You could literally be there for 20 minutes or more if he just goes in circles and circles. He's never going to... We'll never get clearance. Just like if there's a bunch of heavy traffic landing, like when we tried landing in... When we tried taking off from... somewhere. Oh, no, it was Austin when we did our VFR flight here. It was so busy here. It was like, we had to wait for like 5 or 6 aircraft to land. And then the go-around thing, I've talked about that
Turtle
before.
Soup Tango 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 41. Continue taxi.
see. You just got to take it in your own hands.
Roger, Turtle Soup, Tango 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 41.
When you want to land at a busy airport, most of the time they'll tell you to go around every time, so you get stuck in this go around loop. So I just land anyway, just because I don't want to have to go around for 2 hours. Anywho, let's hop inside. Anything we need to worry about quite yet, other than that ominous weather. That is super awesome. My biggest concern of this flight is the mountains. If it's very cloudy or whatever, and they tell us to come down in elevation or altitude to land, and there's mountains here and we don't see them, it could get pretty hairy. Oh yeah, I remember this from our VFR flight out of here. So that's going to be interesting, because if it's clear, then we'll see the mountains and we can do our own thing and tell them, because of safety, we're not going to listen to ATC. But if it's cloudy and there's mountains, I'm not going to be able to tell. So we'll have to see what happens. And the taxi ribbon is working this time, because last time when we were here, as we were going down this grass taxiway, the taxi ribbon disappeared on us. And we're back to pavement. Cool. Alrighty, we're making a pretty good clip here. We have a ways to go, so I will just see you at the end of this runway. Alrighty, we are cleared to 10,000 feet, but I do have to be mindful of the speed limit until we reach 10,000 feet. So hopefully we can be careful about that, because like I was saying, this plane can get away from you incredibly fast because it's such a fast airplane. But we'll see how it goes. We'll try to be as realistic as possible. Of course, a simulator is what you make of it. You can screw around. You can take it as super seriously. I try to do like 85 to 90% realism and serious. There are a few things that I don't worry about because it's a simulator, and there's other things that I take advantage of because it's a simulator. So I do the best I can. The downside is, if people know my channel is trying to be serious, look, I'm gonna stop, and then I do something that's wrong, everybody tells me about it. But if I were less serious and I did something wrong, then people wouldn't worry about it. So there are consequences to trying to be serious. Alrighty, let's see here. What are we doing? We're at the end. So what are we gonna do? We're gonna turn landing lights on, taxi lights come off, confirm the flaps down a notch, set the timer, put the yokes back in. Excuse me. This yoke I don't think we can see very well with that yoke in. Well, yes we can, we're fine. Come over here, start the timer, which I can't. Whoop, timer I said. Timer, will start it right now just because I want to get the yoke here, and it's counting up, and get our clearance for takeoff. We'll tune in tower and request takeoff clearance.
Austin Tower Turtle Soup Tango 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 41 at runway 18 right, ready for departure IFR to Mexico City.
Turtle Soup Tango 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 41 altimeter 29.85, wind 137 at 12. Cleared for takeoff runway 18 right.
Cleared for takeoff runway 18 right, Turtle Soup Tango 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 41.
Alright, we're clear, checking for traffic anyway, just because it's your responsibility for ultimate safety. And we click the barometer button just to make sure. OAT is above freezing, but we will keep the nurses separator on in case there is an ice chunk or something that keeps junk from getting into the engines if it's frozen. But it does reduce your power, and that was not a very good rollout. Whatever, let's get back here, and as soon as we get in the air we will do AT or autopilot, and we'll bring back throttle. It is really windy, because look at this, I'm getting blown all over Timbuktu. Yeah, I know we're overdoing the engine, but I like to. And oh my gosh, this wind, what the frickin' wind. Brakes to stop the wheels, gear coming in. Holy cow, this wind is insane. Flaps coming up. Autopilot.
Turtle Soup Tango Tango Tango. For one contact Austin departure on 119.0.
Man, keep our throttle back so we stay above or below the speed limit until we're above 10,000 feet. Oh, there's a speed limit.
Turtle Soup Tango 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 41.
Man, that was insane.
Austin departure Turtle Soup Tango 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 41 is at 1,900 feet, climbing 10,000 feet.
Alright,
Turtle Soup
I
Tango
want to
Tango
get this
Tango,
this
for 1
time.
Austin departure altimeter 29.85. Continue to HAWWK as planned.
And I think we don't need to acknowledge. Nope. Okay, we're just below the speed limit, which is good. So I was realistic there, except a slight speeding ticket. Our climb is fine. We can probably climb more steeply. I should really look up the ultimate or optimum climb for this aircraft. But yeah, note to self, I guess. Ooh, we're gonna break through the clouds. Let's do from the inside. Oh, I missed it. No, this is fine though. Holy cow! Look at that. Yum! Look way off in the background to the right. Oh, this is yummy. Oh, yes. It's kind of sad we don't get to see the ground for like the second or third flight in a row, but this, you gotta admit, this is some yummy stuff. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's awesome. Oh, look at, oh, wow. This is insane. What are we at an altitude? 4,500, just below the speed limit. Gears up, flaps are up. What else do we do? We wait till cruise before we do anything else. But yeah, those winds were like 18 or 19 knots. That was insane. That was a really challenging takeoff. OAT got warmer. That's funny. And that probably would make sense because we're into a storm. Ooh, look at the red. But we'll be above the storm though. Still be fun to see. Oh my gosh, yeah, these are definitely storm clouds. Oh yeah. Let's get some screenshots here. Maybe you'll recognize some of these shots as the thumbnail, because this is where my thumbnails come from. I don't do anything special. I know people say that your thumbnail is everything in terms of getting people to click on your video, and there is some truth to that, because if I put something in my video like oops or I messed up or drama in the thumbnail, then I get like quadruple the views just from the thumbnail, even though the video content isn't any different. So I guess I could start clickbaiting my thumbnails. I don't know. I'm not doing this for the views or the attention or anything. I'm just doing it because I enjoy it and you all enjoy for watching. So thank you very much. Man, this is going to be a 2-part video if this goes on here. We're at 40 minutes already and we're just getting started. Well, so far having APU bleed to normal to get that differential thing off is not impacting our performance or anything. So I guess I'll take that off my checklist and just keep it normal, even though it doesn't make sense to me, but whatever. Yeah, so anyway, we're coming up on 10,000 feet in a moment, so they'll give us clearance to climb in a moment here, and then we can go as fast as we want, and then we'll get ready for cruise. And for a cruise today, I'll just give you some sightseeing, and then you'll hear my voice when it comes time to come down. So this will be a long video, but that's just how it is. There's so much interesting stuff going on.
Turtle Soup Tango Tango
There it
Tango,
is.
for 1 contact Houston Center on 125.65. Good day.
Going to 125.65 Turtle Soup, Tango 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 41.
Okay, we're at 10,000 feet, so we can go
Houston
fast.
Center, Turtle Soup Tango 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 41 is at 9,600 feet, climbing 10,000 feet.
Turtle Soup Tango 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 for 1 Houston Center altimeter 29.9 continue to HAWWK as planned. Turtle Soup Tango 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 41 contact Austin departure on 119.0. Good day.
Going to 119.0 Turtle Soup Tango 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 41. Austin departure Turtle Soup Tango 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 411,100 feet.
Turtle Soup Tango Tango Tango, for 1 Austin departure altimeter 29.90, continue to HAWWK as planned. Turtle Soup Tango Tango Tango, for
And
1
here
climb
we
and
go.
maintain flight level 220.
We finally got our
Climb and maintain flight level 220 Turtle Soup Tango 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 41.
next set of instructions to
Turtle
climb.
Soup Tango Tango Tango, for 1 contact Houston Center on 132.8. Good day.
132.8 for Turtle Soup Tango 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 41. Houston Center Turtle Soup Tango 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 41 is passing 10,400 feet, climbing flight level 220.
Turtle Soup Tango Tango Tango, 41 Houston Center altimeter, 29.88, continue to HAWWK as planned.
Alright, I think it's funny our ATIS is still down there. Anyway, we just had a whole bunch of radio chatter, which I may or may not have left in editing. We're above 10,000 feet, we can go as fast as we want. Then we're climbing to 22. We can turn off our landing lights now. And we could probably turn our icing off, but we're getting close to freezing. Otherwise, we'll keep our icing on for now. Landing lights are already off. Standard barometer 18,000 feet, and then we're just going to monitor stuff. So, I'm monitoring our climb, I'm monitoring our speed, and we'll keep icing on for now. And there's the weather below us. It's not going to affect us because we're above it. Winds up here are at 33 knots. And it's looking good. So what we're going to do is we will wait till we get to cruise. I'm curious what cruise is going to be. And then we'll do some sightseeing. But we'll wait until we're at cruise before we do some sightseeing. So just bear with me here. Whoop, what's up? Another handoff.
4.6. Good day.
134.6 Turtle Soup Tango 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 41. Houston Center Turtle Soup Tango 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 41 is passing 13,700 feet, climbing flight level 220.
Turtle Soup Tango Tango Tango, 41 Houston Center altimeter, 29.85, continue to HAWWK as planned.
There the clouds are ending a little bit. We might be able to see some ground after all. Well, that's pretty cool. Well, let's stay out of overspeed. And when we're going to get our instructions to climb here. There we go.
Tango 41 climb and maintain flight level 320.
Climb and maintain flight level 320 Turtle Soup Tango 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 41.
320. There we go. We'll keep our climb rate at 2,100 feet per minute. And adjust our speed. And there we go. So I don't know what our ultimate cruise level will be, so we'll climb to 3,200, and then if that's our cruise, that's when I'll engage sightseeing mode. If that's not our cruise, we'll wait until we get up there before we engage sightseeing mode. Wow, look at that view. Clouds, clear sky, hazy, the ocean, ATC traffic. Oh man, you can see how the earth curves slightly, the sun coming up. Oh, this is awesome. This is so awesome. We're almost coming up to 32,000 feet, and we'll see what they want us to do after that. If they want us to go higher, we will. If they don't want us to go higher, then this will be our cruise, and we will don't overspeed, and then we will get some sightseeing in a moment here. Alright, 390.
Climb and maintain flight level 390 Turtle Soup Tango 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 41.
As we get rid of our overspeed problem. It's because I had the speed perfectly, and then when we got to 3,200 and leveled off, I was looking out the window. So I didn't account for that leveling off, which will speed you up.
Tango 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 41 traffic is 9 o'clock 4 miles at flight level 3 for 0 generic. Report them in sight. United
Oh my gosh.
1407 traffic is
There they are right there. Look at, we're
flight
racing.
level 3
We're
by
racing.
Cessna C700. Report them in
I
sight.
need a report in sight, please.
Turtle Soup
There.
Tango 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 41
There they
traffic
go.
in sight.
It's a drag race. It's a drag race.
United
Oh my gosh.
1407 have the traffic.
Whoa. Oh my gosh, there's one up there too. But this is the crazier one. Look at that. That's crazy. Oh, that was a great view too out there, but I want to see this airplane. You gonna come see us? Where'd you go? Hey, where'd you go? Is it that one? No, that was the other. There it is, right there. Right there. See, so for example, in the thumbnail, I could put "It's a drag race," and more people will watch the video. Alright, let's keep our speed going though, so we don't end up taking too much time. And then I believe 39,000 feet will be our cruise. And once we get there, we'll talk about cruise. There's another plane down there. We'll return to some sightseeing, but we got another minute to go yet here. I am not over speeding. There we go. 39,000 feet. 3992. So we're at cruise. So landing lights are off. Gear and flaps have been up the entire time. What else do we need to do? Barometer is standard. 29902. And we just monitor things. So I believe this is where we're going to sit. And I don't know how long it's going to be. It's only 4 minutes on next waypoint, but we got a bunch more waypoints. So we're going through the Houston area now, and then we'll be crossing into the Mexico-US border. Check out that ocean. Check out that haze. The morning haze is not burned off, and look at over there. So what do we do now? If you haven't seen a long haul video before of mine, is we do some sightseeing, but we do some music. And I think we're going to go old school. And all the music I play on the channel is my own. I compose very strange music that I love, and some people who love it really, really love it. A lot of people don't like it. That's just too bad. But the piece we're going to use today for sightseeing is the very first piece I ever used for sightseeing 10 years ago, whatever it is. I don't know how long it's been. Otherwise, I'll just monitor the engines here so we don't overspeed. And I'll monitor ATC giving us a bunch of handoffs. And I will rejoin you when it's time to come down. And then it'll be another whole section of the video. This is going to be a really long video. I could split it into two, but I'm not going to. So enjoy the sightseeing. I'll take care of stuff on my end. And when it's time to descend, or we reach top of descent, I will join you again. So enjoy a couple minutes of sightseeing. I'm going to cut this hour and a half into like 5 minutes for you. See you in a little bit. 'Alright, I'm going to jump into sightseeing. I'll keep the music going, but I just want to show you this is the United States-Mexico border. See this line where my mouse is? To the right is the United States. To the left is Mexico. You can see the line going right through there. Let's check out this window to compare. Oh, what's going on here? Houston Center, even though we're crossing to Mexico. That is interesting. We'll take care of these and then we'll hop outside and look for the border of the U.S. again as soon as I get this tuned in here.
Houston Center, Turtle Soup, Tango, 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 41, flight level, tree 90.
Alright, let's see. There it is. You can see the U.S.-Mexico border perfectly clearly. This is the Texas side though, so the side that's famous where it's super busy on one side and desolate on the other, that's not here. That's like, I don't know, 5, 6, 7, 800 miles away that way, I think. If you know what I'm talking about, those pictures that go viral about super busy Mexico, super nothing United States. That's not here, but you can still see the line. So that's pretty cool. There you go. You can see the line going through, right through us. There we go. We're about to cross. right where the water is. Oh my gosh, we're literally over the border. That is super cool. I'm glad I was able to point that out for you. But anyway, back to sightseeing, I guess. And I'll see you, like I said, at top of descent.
41 Monterey Center. Continue as planned.
Alright, all of a sudden we got a
Descend and maintain flight
descend
level 300. Turtle Soup
instruction.
Tango 41.
300, okay. Oh, I did do flight increase during the sightseeing because I wanted to fly a little faster, and we did. We got up quite a few knots. Ground speed, did it say 300? 300, I was not expecting this. I was actually like daydreaming. And not expecting a flight level change. So we have a long ways to go, so I don't really understand why we're doing a flight level change already, but we will. Are we turning a little bit? We are. But anyway, there's the ocean over there. There's mountains in front of us. There's mountains to the left. There's mountains to the right. So we'll see where they put us. Hopefully not into the mountains. I mean, those are some pretty high mountains. So like I said in the beginning of the video, I might have to take matters into my own hands at some point, depending on what they have us do, because Mexico City is in a bowl within these mountains up there to the left. So it's going to be very interesting. Otherwise, if we are really descending, which I don't believe we are, but maybe we really are already, we need to get the weather from them so we can set the barometer. We'll turn landing lights on at 10,000 feet, and then gear and flaps when we're ready, and arm the spoilers unless we need them. So we'll see how that goes. All right, we're coming down to 30,000 feet, and we're in the mountains, obviously. And we'll see what happens here. I still don't know what is... See, there's the airport right there. Mike, X-ray. So I am not sure when they're going to give us entry. Maybe when we get to Sierra Mike, they'll give us entry instructions. But I'm still waiting to see what they do. Oh, here we go. Alright, 240.
Descend and maintain flight level 240.
How
Turtle
that
Soup
goes.
Tango
Whoops.
Tango Tango 41.
240 vertical speed. There we go. Keep going down. Keep managing our speed. I think we're going to turn on landing lights now because we'll be entering the mountains soon. Otherwise, if we don't need spoilers, let's arm them and keep them armed, but we might need them. It's completely normal to need spoilers for any descent. I've talked to real life pilots because YouTube pilots have told me in comments, oh, if you use spoilers, then you planned your descent incorrectly.
Tango Tango 41, you are 58 miles north. Descend and maintain flight level 180. Keep speed not above 190 knots. Expect ILS Zulu runway 05 flight approach via Sudas transition. Cleared to Sudas. Turtle Soup Tango 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 41 descend and maintain 11,000 feet. Keep speed not above 190 knots.
Okay, oh man, can't get a word in. Anyway, let's get to 11,000 feet.
11,000 feet. Keep speed not above 190 knots. Expect ILS Zulu runway 05 flight approach via Sudas transition. Cleared to Sudas.
Okay, let me get my acknowledgement. Oh, I can't get my acknowledgement. Anyway, Mexico City is right here in this bowl, so this is going to be very interesting.
Report them in sight.
Descend and maintain 11,000 feet. Keep speed not above 190 knots. Expect ILS Zulu runway 05 flight approach via Sudas transition. Cleared to Sudas Turtle Soup Tango 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 41.
Okay, we got a lot to do here. First, we got to get down to 190.
Descend and maintain 11,000
We
feet.
should use
Not above 190
our
knots.
air brake or
Expect
spoilers for
ILS
this,
Zulu runway 05
but we're not
flight
going to.
approach
Maybe
via
we
Sudas
will.
transition.
Yes, we
Cleared to
will.
Sudas American 1303.
And first, though, we got to get going on 05 right, ILS Zulu. Let's do that first, and then we'll do the rest of it. Let's go to procedure. Let's go to approach. Let's go to, what does it say, 05 right, Zulu, sutras, load and activate, and where to go. There it is. And home. I think we did what they wanted, right? They said, let's look out the window. They said 05 right, ILS Zulu, Sutas. That's what we're doing. Okay, we got our approach. And my mom friends are texting me. One of them is having an issue with a spouse, so I really want to get back to her. But anyway, we're going to go right into the soup there. That's where Mexico City is, right in this bowl. Actually, it's in that bowl, but it's in the bowl. So 11,000 feet, 190. So let's do some air brakes, which I think is this button on my yoke. This button on my yoke. There we go. And it's going to go all kitty wampus. We're going to drop like a rock and try to stay at 190. I think this is somewhat realistic in terms of our descent. Let's make it crazier. I have two things I was going to tell you. Oh, there's our 190. First of all, the spoilers thing. I've had YouTube pilots in my comment section tell me if you use spoilers to descend, then you did not plan your descent correctly. But then every single real life pilot I talk to, and I have many pilot friends, they're all like, no, we use spoilers on every descent. That's what you do. So I don't mind using them. And we're definitely using them in this case because they want us at 190 and 11,000 feet, like right now, because our airport is coming up very quickly. We just have to make sure they don't put us into the mountains. It looks like we're going to be good as long as we stay on that path. We're going to be going around that mountain, it looks like. Looks like we're going to come in right through here. This is going to be beautiful. I will let autopilot do most of the work just so we can look around, and then I'll disengage autopilot around minimums. If we do get the ILS like we're supposed to, it'll change the radios automatically for us. We've talked about this before. The radios, come here, will automatically change once ILS is ready. and it'll change over here for us. We don't have to do anything. You could do it if you wanted to manually, but you don't have to. I also, a long time ago, turned off icing because we didn't need it. So I turned all that off during one of the sightseeing segments. The other thing I was going to tell you about is in real life when we were coming from Chicago to Minneapolis super late at night, and the pilot gets on the intercom and says, "We have been approved for an early arrival," and he pulled the throttles all the way back, let all the spoilers out. We dropped like a rock and banked so sharp to get over Flying Cloud back to Minneapolis. It was crazier than a roller coaster ride, and I loved it. I loved it so much. Anyway, that's my story. That's what this reminds me of, because he wants us at 190. They want us at 190 and 11,000, I believe they said. Okie dokie. Anyway, we're going over this water around that mountain. There's the water, there's the mountain. We'll go right into here, into the soup. This is so exciting. I want to do more sightseeing, but we need to look around. We got landing lights on already. We'll arm the spoilers in a minute. Gear down, flaps down, way too early. I should also be organized on my checklist. Good spoiler sooner. That is loud. Let's quickly look outside and get some good views together. That's incredible. I knew this was going to be a gorgeous approach. I'm so excited. It's working out. Oh my gosh. Oh, more instructions. I'm trying to look out the window and give my viewers something to see, and you keep giving me instructions.
129.65 turtle soup, tango, 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 41.
On the one hand, I kind of miss doing all of the VOR stuff,
Approach turtle soup,
and
tango,
figuring
tango,
out
tango, 41
my approaches and everything.
180, descending
Like I used to
11,000
manually and
feet.
X-plane with the 727 without ATC, but at the same
Tango,
time,
Tango, Tango,
I
41
really
approach. Continue to Cessna
prefer this way where ATC tells me what to do, lines me up with ILS. Remember, I used to have to like get my VOR calculations on paper. I draw everything out, try to figure out how to make that transition to an ILS because I wouldn't have ATC to help me. It was crazy. It was fun, but it was crazy. And I spent more work planning than I did flying, but I've been there, done that hundreds of times. So now I'm just glad that we have ATC to tell us what to do, like real life. Like go here, do that, etc., etc. Anyway, yeah, this should be pretty straightforward. When we get to here, the frequencies will change for us, and this will change the localizer for us in ILS. We'll hit approach on the autopilot. It'll bring us in, and we will just disengage at minimums, roughly minimums, and fly ourselves in. Shouldn't be too bad. In the meantime, I'm going to try to sneak in some more sightseeing unless I get busy with ATC. We'll see how it goes here. Just give me a moment to see what I can show you. Alright, it's telling me to expedite my descent. Yeah, I'm going as fast as I can. Barometer change. They told the other person I'll take advantage of that myself. We can't quite see that. I know I said I was going to give you sightseeing, but then this all happened. So now I think we're going to try to do some sightseeing until... Well, no, we're going to be bringing the spoilers in a second, so let's look out together. I don't know if we're going to get to some sightseeing. Too much is going to happen too quickly, so we're just going to look out the windows together at those big mountains over there. Just beautiful. Look at that. I hope I have some viewers from this area. That'd be cool. And look at all this. We're just going to thread the needle here. Hopefully not hit any mountains. We'll see what happens here. Landing lights already on. We'll arm the spoilers in a moment. Oh yeah, let's look at those spoilers. There they are. They're out. Whoops. There we go. We saw them right there. Come on. There we go. Uh-oh. We're turning. Don't turn into the mountain. Alright, 11,000 feet. Let's come down here. No, let's do it like this. Bring the spoilers in. I think is this one. There we go. And then arm them again. Armed. Yep. Right? Armed, yeah. Normal. Armed. Whoa. Okay, now we need more speed to stay. Well, no, we're at 190. Alrighty. Just waiting for things to happen. Even though autopilot would bring us all the way in, this lot is still going to happen. So it's not like you just sit here and let the computer do it all. If you're flying like, you know, the Airbus or something, you just hit VNAV and then it does everything. But we're not quite that automated, nor would I want to be. Look at that, we're below train. Oh, I love this flight so much. We're all ready for spoilers. Hope I'm at 195. Yeah. And I'm going to do one set of flaps just because her tail is sagging, and that's not good. So let's get one set of flaps out here.
Tower on 118.15
Otherwise, that is
Mexico
just
Niner 13.
incredible. I love that it's hazy. It's super interesting. Let's keep our speed at 190 here. And get ready to make our turn in, and then we'll do gear flaps, slow down, everything all at once. More beautiful scenery. Incredible. Just waiting for more instructions and everything, and we'll see how it goes. Look at that. I'm going to leave you with this for a second or two. Oh, there's some aircraft landing. Whoops, wrong button, but there you go. Going in. I think he's landing. Look at downtown Mexico just rendered in, or Mexico City. Holy cow. Is that not absolutely incredible? Wow, let's hop outside here and have a peek while we can. That is something else. More and more is rendering in. Oh, this is so cool. I'm so glad I did this flight. Oh, man. See, normally when I try to plan flights, I'm like, what would be interesting? What would be interesting? I overthink it. There's another airplane landing. I can't always figure out what to do, so then I just take a real-life thing like, okay, Formula 1 is flying from Austin to Mexico City, so why don't we do that? And it's worth it. And then after this, I'm not going to tell you what I have planned in between, but soon we will fly from Mexico City to Brazil, because that is where the next Formula 1 race is after Mexico City. So I just need to plan out which airport I want to use, which airport they would use, and all that stuff, and we'll fly that as a long haul. For me, a long haul. Look at all this stuff on the hills and mountains, all the urbanization of the hills. Look at all this. Wow. Anyway, and then we'll fly that long haul too, but with some stuff in between. There you go, they're about to land. There's downtown. Look at this. Oh man, this is amazing. Alright, here we go. Now what?
4-1 descend and maintain 9,700 feet.
9,700. So we need to push the button, acknowledge.
Descend and maintain
button to get-
9,700 feet. Turtle Soup Tango
That's
Tango
loud. I'm
Tango
sure it's
41.
bleeding in the microphone. 9,700. So we need to do that to fine tune it. Actually, we'll keep it fine. Let's zoom in here. How is this going? Zoom in, but it's moving on me too much. I can't get back to the click spot. There it is, my little click spot. Alrighty, so we slow down a little bit. Let's start slowing down. Let's get another set of flaps out. I'm not going to do landing gear quite yet. Actually, might as well. Okay, fine. Landing gear's coming down. Whoops, that was scary. And then another set of flaps in. We're about ready to turn on a final here. There we go. Well, there's more tall buildings over there. Look at that. A second skyline. Right up into the mountains. Just look at this. Alright, how are we on speed? We're good. We've got one set of flaps left. We'll use reversers. Be able to stop on a dime. Shouldn't be a big deal. And we need to... Whoops, I didn't hit the descend on autopilot. I'm like, why are we not descending? Vertical speed. Down. We'll go pretty steeply here because we can. And the spoilers are still armed, so we got lights on, barometers set, armed spoilers, gear and flaps.
Contact Mexico Tower on 118.15 when inbound on the approach.
And notice that the radio is staticky because we're in the mountains and
Tower
farther
on
away.
118.15 Turtle Soup Tango 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 41.
And any minute,
Mexico Tower Turtle Soup
it'll
Tango
change.
Tango
There it
Tango
is.
4110
Okay.
miles southwest inbound
We're about
ILS
established,
Zulu
so
runway
let's come here to
05 right
autopilot and
approach.
do approach before we get too far
7
below.
Niner 7 heavy exit runway when able.
And now we're just going to maintain flaps and speed.
41 Mexico Tower. Altimeter tree 0 decimal tree 21076 at 4. Cleared ILS Zulu runway 05 right approach.
There we go. It's going to line us up with the runway. It's going to keep us on glide slope. And there's the airport on the 3D vision. You can't even see it because we don't see it yet. That is awesome. Let's look outside one final time, super quickly. Holy cow, this is amazing. Look at this. Look at this. Blow the train. Oh, what a perfect approach. I love it. In terms of like where they put us. I love it. Let's do full flap now. And now all we do... I can't get a word in over here. Please? Oh my gosh. Anyway, what we do now is we maintain speed. And at minimums, we'll take over and land.
7 heavy contact ground on 121.85. Turtle Soup Tango 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 411.076 at 4. Clear to land runway 05 right.
Clear to land runway 05 right. Turtle Soup Tango 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 41.
I can't even see the runway.
Going to
But we know it's there.
121.85 Polaris 7 heavy.
Alright, looking around one final time here. Look at that. Wow. I knew this would be good because even in the older versions of X-Plane it was amazing. I still don't see the airport or the runway at all. I don't see anything. This case says we're way above glide slope though. That makes me nervous. Now this would probably land itself and smack into the ground. Well, it's not supposed to. I don't think this airplane has auto land in real life. Maybe it does. But like it won't flare or anything. So it'll just come down and hit the ground at like 500 feet per minute because that's what it does. I don't see the runway. So I can't really disengage autopilot yet. It's up there somewhere. Oh, now I see it. Runway is in sight. Let's disengage autopilot. And we will, why does that have so far to the left here? Let's keep our speed up. Oh boy. Alright, run. Spoilers are ready. I just want to say about stall because it stalls so early here. And the wind, the crosswind from the right is really taking us all over the place here. I'm not really worried about executing crosswind landing though. Oh my gosh, we're all over the place. Holy cow. Anyway, we have plenty of runway. It's very long. We have reversers. We have spoilers. We can stop on a dime. Holy moly. Alright, let's tease the stall and flare a little. There we go. And touchdown gently. Reversers and gate. Did I bounce? Did I really bounce? My reversers didn't engage. There we go. Did I really bounce the longitude? No. I want to take this high-speed exit if I can. No, I've never had such a terrible landing in this plane. Ever. Oh well. Oh well. Can't win them all. Although he would never say that in real life, but can't win them all. Oh, I did not mean the ATIS. What am I doing? Taxi to parking. Please, Louise. Too many things I want here.
Request taxi to parking.
Hour 56-minute flight time. Not bad.
Taxi to general aviation parking using taxiway Bravo 7 Delta Echo 1.
And here we go.
Taxiing to general aviation parking via taxiway Bravo 7 Delta Echo 1 Turtle Soup Tango 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 41.
I'm super bummed about my landing, but you know what? I mean, to me, the flight sim experience is the entire experience. Oh, look at that airplane landing over there. So, it's a bummer that I botched the landing, but it's not the end of the world. I've landed perfectly fine hundreds of times, so. Oh well, I'd say it happens sometimes, but in real life you don't want to say that. Just like I'm always like, I shouldn't be a doctor because I say oops too much, right? Alrighty, let's see. Your stop the clock. You did 10. Landing lights off. Taxi lights on. Recog lights off. Flaps are up. So now we just go to our parking spot and shut down. Looks like our parking is right there. I do like using this taxi ribbon after all. I used to just park wherever we wanted to, but it is kind of fun to have the taxi ribbon. Anyway, 2 more hours in the logbook. That's pretty cool. Coming up on 400 hours for me. It should be closer to 1,000, but as I've said before, those of us who had lots and lots of hours in the beginning, when with the broken logbook, when they fixed the logbook, not all of us, but a lot of us lost our hours and started over. So I'm just slowly getting back to where it would have been because I don't fly as much as I used to, so it'll take me longer, but I'll get to the $1,000 achievement before too long. But anyway, let's hop inside so we can look at this guy's instructions here. Or maybe it's a gal. I think it's usually a woman. And we'll just park right here. And we'll shut things down. And a little bit to the left, they say. Now straight. Okay. Here we go. And I'll stop when you tell me to. And stop right there. Okay. Set the parking brake. Okay, we can relax now. I cannot believe I bounced the Longitude. Whatever. We'll have more chances in the future. It's just that wind. Oh, well, here it doesn't look so bad, but it was like 12 knots or something, 112 degrees. So it was a little windy. That's what I'm going to blame it on. Alrighty, let's see here. Parking brake set. Yes, icing off. Already did. External power on if it's available. And it is. We do not need to start the APU. We use external power instead. What else? All of our lights on except tail, our lights off except tail flood. Okie dokie. Conditioners, yeah, we're gonna turn the engines off, which is this button, I think. That should stop them like so, and then we can turn the fuel off. Whoop. That fuel off. Okay, sounds good. Generators off and batteries off. So generators off. Yeah, I know it's gonna be a us for a second. And the battery's off, but it'll stay on because we have external power. So this is when everybody would get out. And then once everybody is out, then we'll turn off our tail flood and we'll disengage external power. And we are now dark. Not cold and dark, we're warm and dark, but let's hop outside. Hopefully you enjoyed it. It was so incredibly beautiful. And that the wind just got me at the end. I mean, it happens in real life. It would have been a go around and not bounce. Like if you would have bounced, you would have been like, I gotta go around. I can't do this. But the turtle doesn't go around. Turtle doesn't go around. So we landed anyway. But anywho, just looking around here for a minute. See, it's in a bowl of mountains. See, even with the haze, just ridiculously incredible. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you want to know what's going to happen next, like and subscribe, and you'll see what happens next when it gets uploaded, and I'll simply see you then.